Hello everybody, my name is Shipra Singh and today I welcome you to this extremely important video on e-commerce interview questions and answers from Career Right. E-commerce revolutionized the way we shop, making it faster, easier and more convenient than ever before. And as consumer preferences continue to evolve, e-commerce is the front runner in modern retail, shaping the future of shopping. So definitely a sector that is going to see a lot of development, growth and career opportunities as well. In today's video, let's see some important basic questions asked at every e-commerce interview with an effective way to answer them. If you're really serious about cracking your next interview as an e-commerce professional, watch the complete video without skipping any parts of it. Ready? Fantastic. Let's start. Question number 1. What is e-commerce? Quite a basic question, usually asked to begin the conversation. But this first question itself gives you sufficient opportunity to start building up your impression on the interviewer. The trick is use some formal terms and provide a little extra information than what other candidates might provide in their answers. How? Let's see. So, to answer this question, you can say e-commerce, which we also call as online shopping in our everyday conversation, means making use of internet to procure our goods and services. The websites or apps from where you procure these goods are referred to as online marketplace or online shopping platforms. These can be B2B, B2C, C2C or even D2C platforms. Online shopping provides customers the advantage of getting anything from around the world, sitting at the comfort of their home. The sellers are benefited as they get a huge customer base. Some of the common platforms used these days to develop e-commerce websites are Shopify, Wix, WooCommerce, Magento, BigCommerce, Squarespace, etc. Now see, unprepared candidates would not use these formal terms like online marketplace, B2B, C2C, etc. And they will not talk at all about the benefits of e-commerce and the platforms that we have included in our answer. And this is where the prepared candidates can take an edge over them. Always try to add completeness to your answers, and that happens only and only with preparation. Okay, now you have just talked about terms like B2B, B2C, etc. So your next question could be about them. And the question could be, can you tell us more about B2B, B2C, C2C that you have just mentioned? So see, these are various business models that we all have heard about. But just giving the full forms of these acronyms won't suffice in the interview. Go a little in detail. For example, B2B stands for business to business. In this model, a company sells its products or services to other businesses. Like when a tire manufacturing company sells its tires to Maruti as a company, it is B2B commerce. You can do the same activity through online platforms like IndiaMart, Amazon Business, Alibaba, etc. do. The most important characteristics of B2B model are you work on volumes here. The profit margins are higher as there is no middleman involved. You have fewer customers and your relationships with them last for a longer time. Also, the sales cycles are longer in B2B and your dependency on key customers is comparatively higher too as you operate on volumes with them. Okay, now coming to the second model, that is B2C. It refers to the direct transactions between the business and individual consumers. This is the most common type of model used in e-commerce. Platforms like Amazon, Flipkart operate on this model. And since the purchases are made for individual purpose, the volumes are lower and the sales cycle is shorter too. Your advertising and consumer support costs are higher in this type of model because you are dealing with individual consumers here. The third model is C2C. It stands for customer to customer or consumer to consumer. For example, platforms like OLX, NoBroker are built on this business model. In this model, one user can directly sell their products or services to another user. The prices are negotiable here, but the trust and security are the most common challenges in this model. Now, moving on to a very important question. Pay attention because a lot of people get confused here. And the question is there a difference between B2C and D2C? So, B2C is business to consumer and D2C is direct to consumer. We know this. While the two look similar, there's a little difference between the two. For example, when retail stores, online marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, or e-commerce websites selling multiple brands sell products directly to consumers, it is B2C. But when Lenskart, Adidas, or Chambord as brands sell their products directly to the consumers through their own website or app, it is called as D2C business model. Do you see the difference? If need be, please replay this much part of the video to get the clarity. This is a very important question. Pay attention. Okay, moving on to another important question. Question number 4. Tell us something about dropshipping model of e-commerce. Now see, dropshipping is a business model wherein the store that sells the products doesn't actually stock them. It just collects the orders and passes them on to the suppliers who are selling those goods. It is the suppliers who pack and ship the goods to the consumers. The focus of the store is only on marketing the product and getting the orders. It doesn't bother about the inventory management part of the business. This model got popular with online stores like Meesho, ShopClues, etc. The biggest advantage of this model is it doesn't require you to make any big investment in stocks to start the business. You act as a middleman and just get the buyer and supplier connected and earn your margins. The biggest challenge in dropshipping model is controlling the quality and on-time delivery of the product, because here you are relying on a third party to handle both of these things. At times, it may also happen that you take an order only to realize that the product is out of stock. So these are certain things that need to be streamlined to run the business. Now you see how complete this answer looks. But this type of complete answers don't occur to anybody on the spot. You need to prepare for them, because it is only the complete answers that get you hired. Moving on to question number 5 now. What is AOV? How can you improve it? Okay, another important term that is used in this profession. AOV stands for average order value. It means the average amount the customer spends on your website per transaction. For example, if the total revenue from sales on your e-commerce platform is $10,000, let's say, and the total number of orders placed is 500. Divide 10,000 by 500, you get $20. This is your AOV. Now it's simple. To improve your AOV, you need to tempt the customers to buy more in every transaction from you. Some of the effective ways to achieve this can be, first of all, providing free shipping on orders above a certain value really helps. But for this to work, it is important that the cutoff value above which the customers can get free delivery should look achievable to most of your customers, because that is only when it will be appealing and it would tempt them to buy more from you. The second thing that I'm going to suggest here is very simple yet very, very effective. Have a live chat support staff available instantly to answer customers' questions. The conversion rate and hence the AOV would automatically improve here. This is because it is usually the high ticket items that the customers need more help with before they hit that buy button. And for them to hit that buy button, they may need some questions answered, which your support staff can assist them with. Then bundling the products so that they look cheaper together and the customers are tempted to buy them can be a strategy. Upselling is another strategy that many people use. Starting a loyalty program where you provide points or rewards for every purchase can also be a strategy. So these are certain ways to improve your AOV overall. Question number 6. What is customer lifetime value? Now, customer lifetime value or CLV is actually a metric. It is a measure of how much can a company expect to earn from a customer during the course of their association with the brand. Now, when you measure CLV, it helps you improve your customer retention, drive repeat sales, encourage higher value sales, and increase profitability in all. Okay, now moving on to a question that is very, very important in the world of e-commerce. Pay attention. The question is, what are fulfillment centers? How are they different from warehouses? Now, fulfillment centers are the hubs that are managed by logistics service providers for their clients. Their main job is to receive the goods, classify them, stock them for a short period of time, pack and deliver them to the customers at the earliest. They also take care of the returns that you send to them. Since these fulfillment centers are managed by a third party for their clients, it is possible that one fulfillment center may cater to multiple clients. For example, when you see your Amazon order being fulfilled by Amazon, it means it is currently in stock with Amazon's fulfillment center and will be sent to you from there. An efficient fulfillment center has advanced inventory management system and technologies to keep the operations smooth. The result is faster deliveries, efficient shipping, cost saving, and better customer experience. Now, on the other hand, if you see, a warehouse is a typical place owned by a company to stock its goods for a long time. This is basically the difference between a fulfillment center and a warehouse. Okay, let's move on to another important term. What do you understand by CPA? CPA stands for cost per acquisition. This means how much does it cost you to acquire a new customer. If you're running any PPC ads, display ads, social media campaigns, etc., everything will cost you money. Measuring CPA helps you analyze the effectiveness of these campaigns. So, for example, you spent $100 on a PPC campaign and gained 20 new customers from there. Your CPA is 100 divided by 20, that is equal to $5. Right? Very important, pay attention. Okay, now your question number 9 is a follow-up to the previous question. The question is, what are some suggestions to improve your CPA? Now see, your CPA depends on basically 3 important factors. And these are the places you should pay attention to if you want to improve it. The first thing is the platform you are targeting. This means, are you showing your ads on the platform where your target customers are? Wrong platforms, waste of money. The second thing is the quality of your ad. Does it convey the required message? Is it attractive enough to prompt the customers to take the next action or not? And once they land on your page, the quality of your landing pages makes a lot of difference. They need to be clear with the information and instructions to let the customers complete the sale, because you don't want them to leave midway. And just in case some of them leave midway, you need to see if you're running the retargeting campaigns or not. These are the important things that you need to pay attention to if you want to improve your CPA. Okay, now customers leaving midway is a common problem with most of the platforms, and everybody wants to minimize this. So, your next question could be, what is cart abandonment? What are some common reasons for people to abandon their carts? Now, cart abandonment is when someone begins to shop from your website, adds products to their cart, but leaves midway without completing the transaction. Now, try to imagine, what are the things that stop you as a person from transacting with a particular platform? They would apply to everybody else also. And this will help you offer a practical answer. Some of the common reasons for me as a person to abandon the carts are: number one, no guest checkouts were allowed by that platform. I was forced to register. To deal with this, keep the checkout process as easy and simple as you can. Don't force people to register with you to buy. Then, many a times I also notice that the shipping costs, taxes, other fees, all these costs put together are very high and they put me off. Many a times the site doesn't look trustworthy to me to give my credit card details, because this is very, very important for me. If you want people to use their credit cards or other financial details on your website, you have to make it look trustworthy first of all. Then at times I also noticed that the cost was not clearly understandable and I'm not able to make a decision because of that. Unfavorable return policies is also a very big reason. Trust me with this. This worries a lot of people. My payment method is not supported many a times, because some people may want to pay via credit card, others may want to pay via debit card, net banking, UPI, or any other medium. You have to support all of them. And lastly, but most importantly, insufficient product details or unclear product images can be very big reasons for people to abandon their carts. Okay, let's dive a little deeper with question number 11 now. What do you understand by retargeting? Now see, when someone visits your website, subscribes to your newsletter, checks out a product on your website or social media, but doesn't actually buy, you try to re-engage them by showing your ads on the websites, platforms they visit, or through an email. What is this? This is retargeting. Basically, you're trying to convert a not yet customer into your customer. And this process is called as retargeting. Question number 12. What is remarketing? Now see, a lot of people get confused between remarketing and retargeting. So listen carefully. Often used interchangeably, these two terms have the same goal, that is to increase the sales. But they actually differ in their approaches. Remarketing is more about re-engaging your existing customers to get new sales. It could be via ads or emails or anything else. For example, when Amazon reminds you about buying a product you bought some months back, which it believes must have finished by now, what is this? This is remarketing. Okay, now our question number 13 goes even deeper. It is, what do you understand by funnel in e-commerce? Now see, a funnel in e-commerce is a series of steps that potential customers move through when they interact with your business website. These steps generally include awareness, consideration, and conversion. The term funnel is used because the number of users typically decreases at each stage, forming a shape that looks like a funnel. The three most important stages of a funnel are awareness, number one, where users get to know about your platform or the product. The second one is consideration, where they add products to the cart or wish list or make comparisons, which means they are considering to buy from you. And the third one is conversion. That is when the customers actually buy the product from you or take the desired action on your website. Now, to complete the answer, you can say the funnel helps you identify the drop off points and understand the point where they lose interest in your products or platform. Because this gives you an opportunity to improve those specific points in the process. This helps you improve your conversion rate and boost your overall revenue. Moving on to question number 14 now. What is conversion rate in e-commerce? Now see, conversion rate basically means how many people take the action you want them to take on your website. This could be buying a product, signing up for a newsletter, taking a quiz, downloading an app, or anything else. But when you talk in terms of e-commerce store specifically, it is basically the number of orders you get through your store. The simple formula to calculate this is your conversion rate is equal to number of orders divided by the number of visits on your website. See, everybody is here in business to increase their number of orders or conversion rate, in other words. So to increase your conversion rate, you have to make people buy from your store, for which you basically want to offer them the best deals, reduce any kind of friction during the process, which includes providing clear product description and pictures, an easy checkout process, clear shipping fees, delivery date, and other such things that may stop them from buying. Okay, so we have talked a lot about product description in all our previous questions. So your next question could be, what elements make a product description effective? Now see, a good product description instantly answers all the questions related to the product. Its features, benefits, value of the product, and compel the user to buy the product. Its most important elements are, number one, the title. A good product title that is very clear, relevant, and specific. It highlights key features like brand, size, color, or model. It is short but descriptive enough to catch buyers' attention. And most importantly, it is true in what it is offering. For example, if I'm selling a black leather jacket that is useful for men, rather than black leather jacket for men, I would say men's black genuine leather jacket, insulated for extreme cold weather and stylish and durable. So now when my product title is a little descriptive, it immediately catches the attention, it immediately conveys what my product is, right? The second thing that you can do to write a good product description is try to answer all the questions a customer have related to the product. Size, color, brand, uses, washing instructions, care advice, then alternative uses or anything else that you think is relevant. For an attractive product description, try to write it in bullet points because they catch the attention immediately. Provide measurements wherever it is necessary. Include keywords to rank higher in organic searches. All of these things are going to help you. And lastly, but most importantly, add good quality pictures of the product from all the angles. Add videos that demonstrate the product in use. This is going to help you tremendously. Question number 16. What is a payment gateway? Now see, a payment gateway is actually a technology that facilitates secure online transactions between customers and merchants by authorizing and pre-processing the payments that have been made via credit cards, debit cards, digital wallets or other payment methods. So your payment gateway basically works as an intermediary between the e-commerce platform and the payment processor. It ensures that the sensitive financial information is encrypted and securely transmitted during the process. Your bill desk, bill junction, razor pay, all of these are examples of payment gateways. Okay, now the next question tries to probe your understanding of basic security related things in e-commerce. The question is, what do you know about two-factor authentication and tokenization measures used to secure online transactions? Now see, both of these terms are related to the security aspect of e-commerce, as I said. But rather than asking a direct question on security, I've preferred to pick up these two terms only. The interviewers can also do this. And that is why the in-depth knowledge of a subject is important to crack an interview. So first of all, two-factor authentication. It is also called as 2FA. This is a method where you provide an additional factor to verify your transaction. For example, when you receive an OTP on your email or phone number to complete your transaction, what is this? This is 2FA. Now comes tokenization. This is a process in which you replace the sensitive data like credit card information with a unique identifier. This identifier is called as a token, and the process is called as tokenization. Okay, moving on to another interesting question. Why do you think subscription model is a major hit in the e-commerce industry? Okay, now see, with people getting used to e-commerce, there are a lot of products that people need on a regular basis. And rather than going to buy them every month or so, they prefer to subscribe. It just adds ease to their life. For example, you need this grocery at the beginning of every month, subscribe. However, a major challenge with this model is the churn rate. That is, the rate at which the customers discontinue their association with a particular company or service. Today, you are buying from company X. Next quarter, you move on to company Y. To reduce the subscription churn rate, offering special perks such as free delivery, lower prices, and access to limited products is very helpful. Maintaining a good communication with your customers over the messages is also a good way to make them stay long with you. Now see, as soon as you talk about the churn rate, the interviewer immediately gets to know that you have in-depth knowledge in this domain, which is helping you provide these detailed answers. And trust me, no interviewer in this world wants to lose out on such candidates. Okay, let's move on to another question that tests how updated you are with the new developments in the industry. Let's see. Question number 19. What do you mean by cross-selling and upselling? Okay, now these are two sales techniques using which you try to maximize the revenue from a customer. At the same time, you aim to satisfy your customer by providing him everything related at one place. However, the approach in both the cases differs a bit. In cross-selling, you suggest some products related to what the customer is already buying. For example, if the customer is buying a mobile phone, you may suggest a screen guard or earbuds to buy with it. That maximizes your revenue. In upselling, you suggest the customer to buy a more advanced and expensive version of what they are trying to buy. For example, if someone wants to buy a particular laptop, you would suggest them to buy the one with a better RAM or faster processor. This will increase your revenue while giving the customer a better experience. And this is upselling. Question number 20. What is bundling? What are the different types of bundles sold in the market? Okay, now bundling is again a sales strategy where you club two or more products and sell them as a package at a price which is a little lesser than the sum of their individual prices. Your income here increases with increased volumes. The three common types of bundles that are sold in the market are: the first one is pure bundling. In this case, the products are available as a bundle only. You can't buy them separately. The second one is mixed bundling. Here, the choice is yours. Buy them as a bundle or buy them separately. You can do either of them. The third one is custom bundling. In this case, you can create your own bundles, which you must have experienced on a lot of e-commerce stores. So this is about bundling. The next question is even more interesting. And the question is, what is dynamic bundling? Now see, dynamic bundling is the practice of creating tailored product bundles in real time. It is based on the individual customer preferences, behavior, and purchase history. The purpose is to give you a personalized recommendation. In this case, the system makes use of data and AI to suggest relevant bundles to you. While the seller is happy with increased AOV, the buyer is happy with the experience and the deals he gets. Okay, now our next question examines how aware are you of the latest trends in the market? And the question is, what are some e-commerce business trends that have recently started gaining momentum? Now see, there are three trends that I would specifically like to talk to you here at this point of time. All three of them have started making their presence felt since some years and are set to grow with time here. The first one is AR/VR, which clubs AR/VR technologies with e-commerce. AR here stands for augmented reality and VR stands for virtual reality. Now, to complete the answer, talk a bit about how AR/VR is used and give some examples. For example, you can say this model lets the user try the products using their device camera. It enables them to see how the product would look actually in a given physical space. At the moment, it is being used to sell accessories, jewelry, apparels, then furniture, all of these things. Okay, the second trend that I would like to talk to you about is live stream promotions. In this model, the host promotes the products using during a live stream. This model is actively used in organizing virtual exhibitions, expert question and answer type of sessions, interactive workshops, etc. And the third one is smart home commerce. Here you keep interacting with your voice assistant or a touch screen and place your orders to an e-commerce website through it. This means you don't need to touch your computer anymore. Just talk to a voice assistant like Alexa or Siri and they will place the order for you. The trick to impress the interviewers is make the interview flow like a discussion by giving details and examples the way I just did. Okay, now after the previous question that we just saw, the next question is testing your knowledge on the latest happenings to improve the sales. The question is, talk about some latest ways the market is observing to increase the sales of products online. Now see, we all know the importance of SEO, social media marketing, affiliate marketing, etc. to popularize a website, app or product. Everyone will talk about them. But the market is continuously evolving, which is putting a lot of new ways on the plate for the young e-commerce specialists. It is very important to be aware of them and talk about them too during the interview if you want to really stand out. Some of the ways you can mention are: number one, influencer live streaming, where you can collaborate with influencers, request them to live stream about your product, answer the questions and generate some sales on the spot. The second one is social commerce, where the users can buy the products directly through your social media posts. The third one is WhatsApp commerce. Set up your WhatsApp business account, create a catalog and sell through it is the next thing that you can do. Then personalized retargeting. Someone who has shown a certain level of interest in your product is a hot potential customer. Showing personalized ads to them is a great way to reignite their desire to buy. We have just seen a while back what is Retargeting, this is an application of it. Then abandoned cart recovery. We have already seen it, and it is really important if you have realized by now. So see how I have provided some details after each of these trends, which provide completeness to my answer and make me stand out. Question number 24 is a simple one. Name some key metrics you would use to measure the success of an e-commerce business. Now, to answer this question, you can say the e-commerce business these days is carried out both through websites and apps. Some of the key metrics that are common in both the cases are website traffic or app engagement, then you have conversion rate, customer acquisition cost, average order value, cart abandonment rate, repeat purchase rate, gross margins, etc. Now, if you have an app, there are some additional metrics that you may want to check. They could be app downloads and installs, then engagement on app, ratings and reviews of your app, then app store ranking, then load time is something that you would want to check. And these are the important metrics for you as a business person. And finally, coming to the last question of this video, what is e-commerce fraud? Now, fraud in retail and e-commerce refers to the act of using illegal or deceitful practices to obtain goods or services from online retailers with the intent of not paying for them. The common types of frauds in this industry are fake website, phishing, account takeover, stolen credit card details, refund abuse, etc. And these are the things that you can talk about to answer this question. So friends, this is all from my side in this video. I really hope you found the video useful, and if you have found it useful, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends also. To stay updated with more such videos, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you very soon with a new one. Till then, bye-bye and take care.